In this video we're going to have a look at a very neglected Salisbury Axle. You know, you guys who buy Land Rovers that's been stood for years or abandoned and not cared for. I've got a typical Salisbury Axle here that I've been asked to have a look at. As you can see, it's probably what we call rusty. There we go, look at that, that's going to take a lot of work. Look at the oil coming out of that. Let's take the camera off and look at the other side. You can see the oil built, the rust on here. Dear me. It won't turn over, it's seized up. So I think that we'll just pull it to bits. I'll let the oil drain out of it for a little while first. Well, oil. It's like rusty. And this has got, look at the rust in the cover. Wait a minute, let me pull this back a bit. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, look at the rust in the cover. And it's got a very unusual bung in there. I think we'll have to fix that. Not unless they're going to put one of them down a 60 covers on. I don't know, but I thought I'd give you a look at this before we start. But yeah, it's going to take some doing, isn't it? Anyway, let's get that diff pulled out. I thought it would be a jolly good idea to check the tooth pattern on this before we strip it down, for the simple reason it'll give us an indication of what shims to use. And could we use the old shims again? I've got a sneaking feeling the bearings might be a bit rusty. So I've set a light up, a blinding light, behind us. We'll put it on full blast. I've got it freed off. I'll just give it a big bang with a hammer and it came off. Right, let's try some of this yellow poo. And see what the pattern. We do both sides because we want the coast, what's called the coast pattern, as well as the drive pattern. We'll do one more. There's one more to this desolate shore. Yeah. This stuff's great, it gets everywhere. So, I should have a piece of wood somewhere. I'm going to put a little bit of tension on that. Give me a second. Not go in there. Oh, can't even see the wheel. Oh, it's not like an ATV, is it? Right. Now we'll check the other way around. And now we'll have a look. Oh, that was a bad guess, was it? Actually, not bad at all. Can you see that? This one's not got any on it, but this is a bit low. So we'll remember that, that's a bit low. What's it like on the other side? Well, it's pretty damn good. In fact, it's not a bad pattern. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive it a bit more forwards. See if we can get a better contact pattern. See, we couldn't do this with those other diffs because we were fitting ATBs. yeah, not too bad, a little bit low. I'll have to look in my book to see what low means. But on the other side, on the coast side, it's lovely. It really is. Wonder why that's good and the other one's bad. Is it backlash? Seems to be quite a bit. I'm zero on that. It won't go less than 1. 10. 10. That's not too bad. It might not be far off. So, we'll get the diff off, get the diff out, now it's dripped out, and we'll have a look at it and inspect. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think them bearings, I don't know about you. They seem alright, but I think they might be damaged. Yeah, all the races have knackered up. So, what's this side like? Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? Michael Jackson's been here, eh? Right, so that's what that's like. So we've got to get the bearings off and keep the shoes in the right side, you know, because then we can put our dummy bearings straight in, see if this all tightens up with dummy bearings, because I sort of hazard a guess that these might be a little bit worn. So what we'll do now, because we'll get all this pooey stage over, we'll get the pinion out. Yeah, we'll get the pinion out. We'll get this backed off here. We don't want to stretch the case. And then we'll see what parts we've got. You don't have to find some unusual things when you strip machinery down. I just took the pinion out of here, and this was inside between the pinion around about here somewhere. What the hell is this? It looks like a steel ball, but it's... I don't know what the hell it is. What on earth is that? It's like it's hollow. What on earth was that thing? There's the sleeve. Yeah, the pinion's a bit knackered up. The seal was this type of seal. Now it's not a leather seal. Has it been replaced with an aftermarket one? It's got a lip here which fits in this lip here. It's completely different to the other one. Must be an early one. I'll have to have a look at the book, but that's really got me puzzled now. What the hell is that? I'll have to get my light out and have a look, see if there's any damage to the inside of the casing. Just found another bit of metal in there. Any ideas for that? I don't know. So, I think what this needs is a good power wash first, and then a sandblast. This axle isn't very good, I must admit. I've already talked to the guys about it. It's pretty neglected. I wonder if I could spin it over. The holes here for the shocks are pretty knackered both sides, and these bits are a bit thin, but they said they've got some people to blast it off. Well, I'm going to touch it, but anyway, we're in a good position now to knock out the races. We'll get them out, then we'll strip this diff down. We'll sandblast this in the cabinet, and we'll get the bearing off here. We'll get this off, take the bearing off, and strip this diff down, and sandblast the washer too. What a mucky mess, eh? Right, back again. our spacer off. Ah, it stinks. Right, the reason, so there's the shim pack for this. So what we're going to do is clean them all up, but we're going to put two tie wraps around this side kit and one round the other to signify it. So remember, I'll probably remember by watching this video again because I'll have forgotten. 2 tie wraps on there for the crown wheel. Next, we'll flip him over. Do the other side. Holy smoly. Look at that. And I mean, I don't even think the best penetrating oil will get that off. But like I said to you before, because it's like this, with a taper roller bearing, you can't quite get to anywhere to put heat on it. But the other one came off, so I can't see any reason why this won't come off. We shall try it. Better back this off first. Oh, that's just moved up. There, that's got him. You don't need to go to the gym with this job, do you? What a workout. Yeah, the newness has worn off. But just this is the point about this, with the dummy bearings, it's right, so important. Because if you're having to take shims in and out, look at the mess about you have trying to get the bearings off. You'll just destroy them getting them off. Because you can't get under this lip. They've got some knockouts on the side of here. But imagine a 2-legged puller trying to get that off, you'll just wreck them. So anyway, there's the shims out of that side, there's no more in there. Throw that in the bin. We'll keep those with one cable tie. The next thing is to strip off all this lot. But first of all, I'm going for a well-rewarding cup of tea or maybe a glass of sherry. And then we'll take all this lot to bits. But this lot here has got to go get steam cleaned out and sandblasted. I'll show you when I come back.